Mike Tyson shocks the boxing world with jaw-dropping training footage. Ahead of Jake Paul showdown. Mike Tyson has just stunned fans across the globe with brand new training footage that proves he's far from done. The heavyweight legend is gearing up for a blockbuster comeback fight against none other than Jake Paul on November 15, 2024, and the fight world is buzzing. Here's the kicker. Tyson is 58 years old. Most athletes slow down at that age, lose speed, power, or both. Not Iron Mike. In this latest footage, he's moving like a man half his age. It's not just impressive, it's borderline unreal. Tyson looks like he's tapped into the fountain of youth, charging through his workouts in full beast mode. Using cutting-edge training techniques, think AI-driven workouts and advanced recovery tech, Tyson's pushing himself harder than ever. He's blending modern sports science with his old-school warrior mentality, and the result? A machine-like version of the Tyson we all feared in his prime. Jake Paul might have thought he was signing up to fight an aging legend, but from the looks of it, he's stepping into the ring with a wrecking ball. This isn't a farewell tour. This is iron. Mike's mission to derail the Jake Paul hype train once and for all. Let's break it down.
Day 2, I'm getting ready for you.
Inside Mike Tyson's AI-driven training for the Jake Paul fight, a glimpse into the future of combat sports. Mike Tyson is back, and his training for the upcoming showdown with Jake Paul is unlike anything the fight world has ever seen. This isn't just a comeback, it's a technological revolution. Tyson is blending old-school ferocity with futuristic precision, tapping into artificial intelligence and cutting-edge recovery science to push his legendary power to terrifying new levels. Let's break it down. AI-enhanced training, real-time fight science. Tyson's training camp has gone next-gen. He's not just hitting the heavy bag or shadowboxing. He's wired into an AI-powered tracking system that analyzes every single punch in real time. The system monitors the force, speed, and accuracy of each strike, giving his team immediate feedback so they can make micro-adjustments to his form and execution. It's like having a PhD-level coach in physics sitting ringside, and the results are jaw-dropping. The data shows Tyson at 58 is still generating power on par with his prime. The same man who knocked out Trevor Berbick in the second round to become the youngest heavyweight champion in history is still a wrecking machine. His punches are bombs, cold, calculated, devastating. Mental warfare 2.0, neurofeedback training. But here's where it gets next level. Tyson's team is integrating neurofeedback training into his regimen. Think sci-fi meets sports science. This technology tracks his brain activity during training, helping him stay in the optimal mental state, hyper-focused, calm, and ruthless. Tyson's always been a master of psychological warfare. Now he's enhancing that edge with tech that sharpens his mental clarity and emotional control, allowing him to channel chaos with frightening precision. It's mind and muscle in perfect sync. Advanced recovery, cryotherapy, hyperbaric chambers. And more Tyson's training intensity is nothing short of brutal. And to keep that engine running, recovery is just as high-tech as the workouts. He's using cryotherapy chambers, where temps plunge to 200-degree fires to rapidly reduce muscle inflammation, and hyperbaric oxygen therapy, which floods his body with pure oxygen to accelerate healing. This means Tyson can go full throttle in the gym day after day. No burnout, no lag, just relentless power, rebuilt faster than nature allows. Peekaboo 2.0, honing his signature style. And yes, that iconic peekaboo style? The bobbing, weaving, and explosive short hooks that made him a living nightmare in the ring? It's still there. AI isn't just making Tyson stronger, it's making him sharper, refining the techniques that earned him some of the fastest knockouts in boxing history. Remember the 91-second demolition of Michael Spinks? That version of Tyson, controlled. Chaos is coming back with smarter muscle and machine-assisted focus. HRT, the vital boost at 58. Let's not ignore what's fueling his longevity, hormone replacement therapy, HRT. Tyson has spoken candidly about its benefits, joining others like Joe Rogan in praising HRT's impact on performance, recovery, and vitality in your 50s. It's not about shortcuts. It's about science-backed optimization. On a recent JRE MMA show episode, Joe Rogan and guest Max Holloway discussed how HRT can be a game-changer for athletes over 50, and Tyson's living proof. His energy, endurance, and physical form are nothing short of elite. Final thought: Jake Paul, you'd better be ready. If Jake Paul thinks he's stepping into the ring with a retired legend doing light sparring, he's in for a rude awakening. Mike Tyson is coming with a scientifically engineered arsenal. AI, neurotech, recovery chambers, HRT, all of it designed to resurrect the most feared fighter in history. And from what we're seeing, Iron Mike is not just back. He's evolved.
Replacement's a game changer.
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
It's a different thing. Like,
oh, yeah.
A 57-year-old man today, like Mike Tyson, it's like, that's not a 57-year-old man from 1990.
HRT, age, and experience. Why Mike Tyson might shock the world against Jake Paul. It's important to understand that hormone replacement therapy, HRT in men, isn't just about boosting testosterone. It's about restoring hormonal balance, increasing bone density, enhancing muscle recovery, and reinvigorating the body as a whole. For aging athletes like Mike Tyson, it's a game-changing tool that allows them to train and recover like men decades younger. Joe Rogan has been one of the most vocal advocates of HRT, especially for men in their 50s and beyond. On a recent Tyson episode of the JRE MMA show, he pointed out how today's approach to aging and athleticism is completely different than it was 30 years ago. Back then, turning 50 often meant winding down. Now, with the right science and training, it can be a new peak. The Tyson versus Paul showdown, more than just hype. All of this makes the upcoming bout between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul even more intriguing. On paper, yes, Tyson is a boxing legend, one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. But at nearly 60, going up against a 27-year-old in his physical prime, that's not a small thing. There's no denying the massive 30-year age gap. For most fighters, that would be a career-ending disadvantage. But Tyson isn't most fighters. And this isn't a typical comeback. Experience versus youth. A tale of two fighters. Let's break it down. Jake Paul is young, fast, and hungry. But he's only been in the sport for a handful of years. His fight resume is still short, and his boxing IQ, while growing, is nowhere near elite. Mike Tyson, on the other hand, has decades of ring experience, elite-level training, and fight IQ that's been battle-tested against the best in the world. He's forgotten more about boxing than Jake has learned. And now, thanks to hormone therapy, Tyson's body is catching up to his mind. That's a terrifying prospect for anyone standing across from him. Why so many boxing pros are betting on Tyson? It's not just nostalgia fueling belief in Tyson. It's the science behind his comeback. HRT, AI-driven training, neurofeedback, advanced recovery tools. Tyson's using every weapon modern sports performance has to offer. Yes, Jake Paul has youth and momentum, but Mike Tyson has power, intelligence, technology, and experience. And that could tip the scales. Bottom line, don't let the age fool you. Mike Tyson might be 60, but he's training like a machine, recovering like an elite, and stepping into that ring with decades of fight knowledge and tech-fueled sharpness. If Jake Paul isn't ready for that storm, he could be in serious trouble. How Mike Tyson still packs that knockout power, and why Jake Paul should be worried. So how is Mike Tyson still generating devastating knockout power at nearly 60 years old? It comes down to a lethal combination of technique, timing, and raw strength, and it's all being sharpened through AI-driven training. Tyson isn't throwing wild haymakers. Every punch is precise, explosive, and calculated. Thanks to cutting-edge tech, Tyson can now analyze each punch in real time. The AI measures force, speed, and snap, helping him optimize kinetic energy with surgical precision. From the ground up, every punch starts with his legs, drives through his hips, and finishes with that signature whip of the arm, all perfectly aligned to deliver maximum impact. It's physics meets violence. This isn't guesswork. Tyson knows exactly how to put Jake Paul on the canvas. Footwork like a predator. And let's not forget one of Tyson's most underrated weapons, his footwork. Even in his prime, it was his ability to cut off the ring, close distance, and trap opponents that made him so dangerous. That peekaboo style wasn't just for defense, it was a setup for ambush. Now, he's still training his movement like he's 25 again. Sharp angles, explosive pivots, controlled aggression. Tyson's not just coming forward, he's hunting. Meanwhile, While Tyson is grinding with machine-like discipline, Jake Paul's preparation tells a different story. Reports and footage suggest he's been more focused on showmanship than serious conditioning. And that's a huge red flag heading into the biggest fight of his life. This isn't another YouTuber match. This is Mike Tyson, re-engineered, refocused, and ready to explode.
I please have 55 McDoubles, 25 fries, 100 nuggets, and 15 shakes.
Actually?
Yeah.
Okay, give me just 1 second.
Hey, what up?
Okay, you had said 25 what?
25 fries. Actually, make that 40.
Okay, let's go. Okay, let me 1 second.
What up, bro? I love you. I love you. You can pay for my McDonald's? I'm joking, bro. I'm joking.
Would you like any drinks or anything like that?
No thanks.
Anything else for you today?
No thanks.
Jake Paul's antics are no match for the storm coming his way. I mean, come on. Jake Paul is out here clowning around on social media like this is just another vlog, not the biggest fight of his career. Instead of locking in, grinding in the gym, and sharpening his mind for battle, he's posting ridiculous videos, strapping on fake bellies, pretending to work out, and chowing down on cheeseburgers like he's not about to face one of the most dangerous men to ever step into a boxing ring. While Mike Tyson is pushing himself to the limit with AI-powered training, neurofeedback, and elite recovery techniques, Jake's doing the bare minimum, treating this fight like it's a joke, like it's just another episode of his YouTube channel. Yeah, we get it. Jake's made a career out of trolling, out of getting laughs, and making people underestimate him. But this? This isn't a viral prank. This is Iron Mike Tyson. And Jake's acting like he's filming a sketch, not preparing. To square off with a living legend, there's a line, and Jake's crossing it. Sure, Jake's always been the entertainer. But there's a difference between building hype and not taking your opponent seriously, and fans are starting to notice. A lot of people are already calling him out, questioning whether he's even taking this fight seriously at all. Because, let's be real, those antics might work when you're fighting other influencers or MMA guys way past their prime. But Tyson's a different beast. He's training with the same intensity he had in the 80s, only now he's backed by science, tech, and experience. And every time Jake posts another goofy video, it's not messing with Tyson's head. It's showing the world that Jake might just be in over his own. The fans want a fighter, not a comedian. People want to see Jake step up, train like a real contender, and show that he belongs in the ring with a legend. But instead, we're watching a circus act, and it's backfiring. Because here's the bottom line. Tyson's coming to fight. Jake's coming to film. And when that bell rings, there won't be any edits, no retakes, and no social media filters to hide behind. Just fists. And reality.
New PR, 500 pounds. I'm the strongest heavyweight in existence. No. Let's go, man. Let's go, Jim. This is it. Come on, Lightweight. Come on. Ooh. There you go. You got it. Download better play, better play.
Jake Paul's wake-up call is coming, and it might be wearing boxing gloves. While Mike Tyson is dominating the training game, getting faster, sharper, and more powerful by the day, Jake Paul's out here playing games. Literally, if he keeps this up, fight night is going to be a brutal reality check. Because here's the truth. Tyson is not the kind of guy you joke around with. He's not a prop in your social media skits. He's a living, breathing knockout machine, and he's taking this fight dead seriously. If Jake thinks he can just waltz into the ring without locking in, without real prep, he's walking straight into a storm. Tyson's bringing that legendary bone-rattling power. And Jake, well, he might just be bringing a cheeseburger.